Hi there. So it's time for me to comment on your comments. I've got quite a backlog here, so let's see if I can get up to date. So we're going to start with AK. Even though I know both must do and must be doing, but I am kind of confused where present certainties are concerned. If he habitually does an action, what should I use? So habitually, if things are habitual, it's more common to use a simple tense rather than a continuous tense. So, for example, those students can type fast. Those students who can type fast must chat a lot, must be chatting a lot. Definitely must chat, yeah, because this simple tense gives the idea of a habitual action. They must be chatting a lot. It's possible to use the continuous, but it's not as suitable, yeah. So they're used to typing fast. Here the speaker is sure that those students spend a lot of time chatting, yeah. They must chat a lot because this is a habit. Yeah. At the moment, he must be chatting to his friend, an action happening in the present time. Okay. So as it's habitual, the simple tense. And Tanya, hi Tanya, great to have you. The best explanation. Thanks so much. My pleasure. Here. I made it in time. Yeah, you were just in time with the very last comment. Thank you, VG. Great to see you. I've still 2 more videos to watch before this one. Done. I've finished watching all of them for today. That's very good. Well done, VG. And VG and AK are saying hello to each other. That's wonderful. I love it. And VG, I noticed that too much alcohol addles your thinking. You should be careful with that. Otherwise, you may say or do something that might get you into trouble one day. Very good use of addle. I love it. I'm in love. I think it's addled my brain playing tricks on me. Good. Zara, hi Zara. Having an addled brain because of love looks more parlous than one addled by drugs. Yeah, I would probably say having your brain addled because of love looks more parlous, I love this word, than one addled by drugs. Well done, both of you. Thank you, Zara. And AK, not only is the boy living downstairs addled, but he is also too untidy to clean out his refrigerator with addled foodstuffs in it. Lovely, you've used both of them. And VG, I can't do homework now because my brain's been incredibly addled by today's intense heat. Yes, I can imagine. And Javed, thank you for saying I'm a good teacher, Javed. We need to give you a recognition as well. We can't eat the avocados in the thumbnail of this video because they're addled. Are they avocados? I thought they were melons. Maybe I'm wrong, but addled is the right word, definitely. AK, he could have won the quiz had he not, I like this, if he had not been partnered with an addled guy. Good English, AK. If these eggs get addled, how should I get rid of them? Good question. The milk might addle if you don't put it in the fridge. Very probably it will addle. Mohammed, toady up to. Kiss one's ass to get something. Absolutely, to toady up to. To stoop so low as to try to befriend them. Suck up to someone. To butter someone up. To kowtow with a K. Great to see you, Mohammed. And AK, having had trouble because of making. Having had trouble because he had made quick decisions in the past. I do not recommend sitting and spend. I do recommend, absolutely, with an emphatic do, spending and sitting some time deciding things. Because taking quick decisions can addle your decision making process. Can addle your decision-making process. Sorry, my bad. Can addle your decision-making process, and you might end up making a bad decision. So, having had trouble because of making, I would probably, due to would fit easier, due to making quick decisions in the past, as a result of making, because of making. It works, but it's probably neater with one of the others. And AK, can you possibly help me do away with these addled vegetables? Get rid of them? Absolutely. Count, great to see you. I guess no one wants shop assistants addling them with any technical gobbledygook and bothering them with questions, especially during window shopping. Yeah, that works. I might say especially while window shopping. Great to see you, Count. Thank you. And AK, let's see. The town that he will be moving to, because moving inside it, around inside the town. The town he will be moving to next week is said to be peopled, I like that verb, with some addled guys, but that is not the case, as I lived there for over 3 years. Maybe you're as addled as they are, AK. Certainly as addled as me. And to grovel, Mohammed, begging with entreaty, I love it, crying a river to someone, being obsequious in an exaggerating way. Good English, Mohammed, love it. Catherine Positano, hi Catherine. His brain was addled by his narcissism. That works very nicely. Would this be a good example, Teach? It would be a great example, Catherine. And AK, the infamously famous actress. Yeah, the infamously famous actress was so much addled by drugs that when the security guard came up to her in order to help her when she was inebriated, to press a button in the lift. So, you've got too much space here between when the security guard came up to her. Okay, so the infamously famous actress was so much addled by drugs that when the security guard came up and help her, came up in order to help her to press a button in the lift, when she was so inebriated, she thought that he was going to do something bad to her and pushed him away until everyone gathered around and supported the security guard. I think both so much that and so much so are correct. So much so that, yes, so much that. But try and keep concepts together, because this to press a button, in the lift, this is getting lost, in order to help her to press a button in the lift, comma, when she was inebriated, comma, she thought that he was going to. Okay, it's a question of word order. It's difficult to get these long ones right. So, VG, wow. And let's try this. Would you mind explaining to me the difference between spout, spurt, gush, spew, squirt, jet, and splash when talking about liquid? Okay, so to spout. The spout is the nozzle where a liquid comes out. So it was pouring out, it was spouting out, it was coming out in a constant stream. It was spurting out. So a spurt is suddenly a lot came out, and then much less, and then another spurt. So to give a spurt is to suddenly go fast for a bit. The water spurted and then died away. To gush. Okay, the water gushed out. This is continuous, but with a larger volume, a larger quantity than spout. Okay, to spew. Well, I would use spew as in to vomit. Blech. So to spew out, an informal way to say coming out in vast quantities. Probably the same as gush, but much more informal. To squirt. If something squirts, it's a very small stream. A water pistol. Psst, psst, psst. Yeah, a squirt is a very small stream. Yeah, and maybe it squirts in spurts. Okay, a jet. A jet is a constant large stream, but it doesn't have to be with liquid. A jet of water came spurting out. I think gush also has more an idea of more chaotically. Yeah, whereas jet is a more restricted stream. And to splash, well, the water splashed out. Splash is talking about the water hitting something and rebounding and coming back. Yeah, the water splashed out of the nozzle. I guess. Yeah. Okay, and splash, splosh, splash, splatter, slash, slosh, slop. Okay, so I jumped in the puddle and splashed everyone. Splash, it hits something and then splashes back. Yeah, this is water moving around chaotically after hitting something. Splosh. This one is more onomatopoeia. Yeah, my telephone fell into the toilet. Splosh. Yeah, this is a much more informal word. And plash. Yes, this again is onomatopoeia. I think this one is very formal. I think this one you'd see in a comic book or with a star around it or something. To splatter. Okay, so to splatter. This is like to splash. I was splattered with mud. Yeah, I was splattered with water. However, more common to splatter with something that is not blood, is not water. His uniform was splattered with blood. Yeah, he spewed and his clothes were splattered with vomit. Yeah, splatter has got idea of bits everywhere, whereas splash is the movement. Yeah, so the mud splashed and splattered him with mud. Slosh. So something in a container is sloshing about. Yeah, there was water sloshing about in the bottom of my bag. My boots were full of water and there was water sloshing from side to side. And slop. Okay, so slop is like slosh. There was water slopping backwards and forwards. Yeah. Notice also though slop has the idea of something rather disgusting or bad quality. Yeah. So the water was sloshing around or slopping about in the bag. But notice again, slosh, slosh, slop, slop, slop. All these are onomatopoeia again. And epiphany. So you definitely got the right answer. AK. Hello, sir. Which between apply to and apply on should I use? Apply some cream to your face. Apply some cream on your face. I think both are valid. Yeah? To, movement to, on, covering the surface. Both are valid. And 40 Love, hi, great to see you. The addled brain man, no. The man with the addled brain. You can use the addled brain man, the man with the addled brain, yeah? Brain man, this doesn't, the addled brain man. I guess it works. Yeah, I would probably say the man with the addled brain is mentally unfit to serve as a president. I wonder where you're talking about. And, okay, yes, this epiphany. The discovery of the truth was an epiphany. I've actually linked the video to them. For my luck, I had an epiphany just when I was about to give up the essay. For my luck. I was lucky. For my luck. I'm not very happy with this. I was lucky. Okay, and VG. I got all the questions right thanks to the epiphany I had yesterday during the exam. Good example. And, yes, do I know if Wally's Australian? I looked it up, and the Aussies and New Zealanders use this word a lot. I think there's even a possibility that it came to the UK from the Aussies. And thanks a lot, my pleasure. One of my comments is lost. Patricia's been having this problem as well. In case it does not make it to Sir, I typed it once again. He could have won the quiz had he not been partnered with an adult guy. It did make it, but comments do disappear. When writing a long one, AK, I strongly recommend copying and pasting, because YouTube suddenly decides to eat comments. Yeah? He could have been doing it. Couldn't he have been? He could have been doing it. Couldn't he have been? I would probably say, could he not have been? Yeah? He could have been doing it. Could he not have been? Couldn't he have been? It sounds a bit informal. I'd like to lose the contraction. Could he not have been? Yeah? He could have been doing it. Could he not have been? Okay, you were going to heart my comment, but you didn't do it by accident. Okay, it'll happen. And 40 love, joggle, to move around. Move gently side to side, shake very slightly, joggle the key, joggle the handle. People have reported gaining steps in the gadget when joggled about in a clothes dryer. Gaining steps. I'm not quite sure about gaining steps in the gadget. Move about, tremble, shake, juggle while running. Joggle something, jiggle, rattle, wiggle, move backwards and forwards. Something is jiggling. Give the key a jiggle and see if it opens. Jiggle the handle and see if the water stops. Formality 4. Informally only. Good. There was a huge hole in the wall and the police are looking into it. Lol. Got it. Okay. It's one of my bad puns. Thanks for answering my warning notice. I guess notice is more general. Absolutely. It's a much more general thing. And Mannequin. His circumlocution needs to stop when I ask you a question. The circumlocution needs to stop when I ask you a question. Definitely. A circumlocutory person would not be taken seriously. I am a circumlocutory person at times. The news is full of circumlocution. Kids are circumlocutory when they get caught in a lie. Good English, well done Mannequin, no mistakes. And, okay, on top of, at the top of, my pleasure. And Mannequin again. I was addled when I arrived to a new city. I would prefer arrived at, but to is possible. Depressed people are addled. Okay, they're addled by their depression. Sorry for asking too many questions. Not too many, so many questions. No problem. And thanks. Okay, the tip about the aphids. Yeah, this nettle mixture works quite well. It's some sort of organic protectant as well. And 40 love. Hi 40. Hello, I'm head honcho. I'm the boss. The highest ranking person in this organization. The top dog, the big cheese, the big enchilada, the grand poobah. El numero uno, Mr. Big, the godfather. Lord of the Rings, the born identity. And who are you? Just something the cat dragged in. Okay, and boil and simmer. I think at the end of the day it's just how violently it boils. And let it steep and leave it to steep. Fine. We call aluminium aluminio in Portuguese. Absolutely, I was sure of that. Okay, and VG's watching different things here. Okay, and the lovely Manji. By the time I left my uncle's place, my brain was addled by his palaver about the past economy. Wish I hadn't called him. I love that word palaver. Yes, and so does AK, and so do I. It's fine. I love palaver about the past economy. I might say the economy in the past, but the past economy is fine. Yeah, palaver's a great word. I love it. And the flask question, a hip flask for a drink. And raise, definitely. Next time, they're going to ban me from commenting for 5 days. I hope not. By the way, sir, if we can say both, it's stopped... Okay, if we can say both. It stopped, prevented the rain from flooding the storehouse. And it stopped, prevented the rain flooding the storehouse. Can we also say YouTube banned me commenting instead of YouTube banned me from commenting? I guess you could say they banned me commenting, but I would much prefer banned me from commenting. Yeah, be careful, VG. I don't want them to ban you for 5 days. You were definitely expecting a last comment from me in that video. Okay, row and quarrel, etc. My pleasure. I bet VG's got another one. I bet he has. I happened on a wallet with money and documents inside it on the ground yesterday and gave it to its owner. Yeah, to happen across, to happen on, very definitely. The teacher was reading through the student's exam and came upon an interesting and useful piece of writing. Good English. And Mohammed Omar, Mr. Music, great. Insulin addled. I would probably say the insulin addled. Because I left it outside the fridge in this hot weather for a week. Yeah, the insulin would definitely have addled. Or insulin addles if you leave it outside the fridge, generally. Thank you, Mr. Music. And VG, while I was cleaning the mud away, I came across a pretty ring in it. Since it belonged to the previous owner of the house, I gave it back to them. Very good. At break, I ran across some friends that were coming from the other classrooms. Good. Do bump into and come by also count in this list of verbs. To bump into someone, normally you bump into a person. Yeah, less common to bump into a thing unless you physically collide with it. Yeah, you normally bump into a person, so yes. And to come by, to me is more, I came by this. You see, to me, come by is more to obtain. I came by this book when I went to a library. Come by has more the idea of obtain. Yeah, I came by this phrase. I guess you could use it as well. I'm not very keen on come by in this. I happened across some old photos of me, my family and friends together while I was checking Google Photos. Great. Remember some of our old friends we came upon at the supermarket last week? What do you think of getting together with them tomorrow night? Great. And Rizgar, great to have you. Alex mentioned the following interesting synonyms: to bewilder, to muddle, to perplex, to mix up, to fluster, to befuddle. These are really good ones. I love it, Rizgar. Well done. So, I'm so glad you called me Mr. Music, and it's a great honour for me. But you're a real music fan, and that's why you've got the nick. And head through this. Brilliant as always, thank you. My pleasure. Thank you for watching it, head through this. And, okay, a Sufi song, a special gift for you. I shall listen later. Thank you for the previous ones. Poises, positions, a clip of an Egyptian song sung, not singed, by Abdel Halim, about 53 years old. Thank you. And Zara. Hi Zara, great to have you. I was not able to make any decision because my brain was too addled after working the whole day. Almost perfect, just a the. Well done, Zara, keep at it. Riez Altic. Very good, very informative. So, I'm glad it was helpful. I'm glad you liked it. And Frangle plays. Are you in couple? It's not relevant. And Let's see. I have a feeling this is some sort of advertisement. Okay, Ronan. Great to see you, Ronan. Lovely to have you. And Pratik. Life of a soldier is a life of stolidity. Okay. Or reaction to any enemy from a soldier is stolid fire. Can we use sheer stolid fire? I think I actually like sheer stolid fire more. Yeah, I think it works very nicely. Okay, good work, Patrick. I've got to be very careful with this, or I'm going to. It won't. Okay, there we go. Pratik again. The non-hearted commenters are demanding parity with the hearted commenters. Just fudgling around, sir. I love it. It's very good. So, you're definitely hearted this time, Pratik. And Pratik, can we say the act mentioned, ed, above, delineates the witness of Portia? I overheard a couple delineate some ground rules. Exams are knocking on the door. Whatever I score in my language paper, I owe it to you. I'm sure you're going to do very well, Pratik. Thank you for commenting. And you've got the hearts, notice. Mohammed Al-Bunaga. This channel has a flair for teaching English that I couldn't have found before anywhere. Yeah, or I would probably say that I hadn't found anywhere before. And Naledi Mokibelo, great to have you. Please make a video on explanation of basically. I wonder if I have one or not. Okay, basically. Yeah, this very often people use as a filler word. It just gives the, in a nutshell, basically what you want to do is this, without going into detail. So what you're saying is basically you won't do it. Yeah, it's reducing all the circumlocutions into something much smaller. And Mohammed Al-Bunaga, let me wet my whistle. One of the most irritating things I've ever witnessed is why when you buy bananas and keep them out of the refrigerator or even in the refrigerator, they get addled for no reason. When it's in a store, it maintains its good condition for a longer period of time. So aggravating. I have a feeling in the stores they put specific gases with them to stop them ripening, and they put things on them to slow down the ripening process. Yeah, the ripening of fruit is a very scientific thing. Outwit, stepping on one's wrong toes. I'm not sure I get this one. If you step on somebody's toes, you're annoying them. You're doing something that is really their area of responsibility. Okay, believe it or not, I fell asleep while watching this video. Yes, but it's probably so boring, VG. Hewn off. Well, to hew means to cut. So I guess a hewn off society is one that is separated or cut off from the whole society. So I don't know, maybe the favelas are hewn off. They are a society that is hewn off from the general society in the city. And my pleasure, VG. And Skin and Peel, definitely. And, okay, Between Good and Its Friends, my pleasure. Epiphany looks suitable. Yes, definitely, Afsal. That's the right answer. Hi, Mr. Music. Great to see you. You enjoyed the video. I'm so glad. And Smeen. Hi, Smeen. They selected a female spouse for the royal family according to her demeanour as well as her appearance. Very good English, Smeen. And the demeanour of those in the interview was showing the symptom of schizophrenia. I would say the demeanor of those in the interview uh, was showing schizophrenic symptoms. Yeah, that's okay. Thank you, Smin. And Mohammed, criminals are lurking, being on the lane. So be careful. Criminals are lurking every now and then to escape from the police. Yes, criminals are on the lam to escape from the police. Notice, to be on the lam is to be hiding from the police. If you're lurking, maybe you're lurking thinking about doing something bad. Yeah, a hidden danger is lurking. It's not necessarily on the lam. Ambush. A sucker punch is regarded as an attack out of the blue, all of a sudden, when the other person is not aware that you are going to punch him, when they don't have a fighting chance. Yeah, this is the idea. This is an ambush. And Nora, great to see you. In postmodern novels, readers are deliberately left addled by the end. They're never given a satisfactory answer of what happened to the characters. Great English. Okay. In the CCQ phrase, or the context check questions, teachers must provide students clear short questions to check their comprehension of the lesson, not to addle them with circuitous indirect questions. Yeah, circuitous, I like. Circumlocutory indirect questions. Good English. You're definitely learning on your CELTA course. Dear teacher, if I say this bag is a complete rip-off, it means not worth it. Absolutely. It's far too expensive. The quality is very bad. Very definitely. So, Nicole Prim Gerardo. Hi. So, I'm taking my exam this year and this video helps a lot. Thank you, from the Philippines. Lovely to have you from the Philippines, Nicole. Navanitha, hi Navanitha, great to see you. Oh look, 8 hours ago. I'm getting there. Put the leftover in the refrigerator, or else it will addle. Yeah, it will addle. No D on it. Yeah, it will become addled. Yeah, put the leftover. So there's just the leftover of this specific thing. Very often we say leftovers plural. And Navanitha again. When it comes to shopping, people are always addled by which one of them or they need to buy, or which. Yeah, people are always addled by which thing they need to buy. Yeah, too much choice. It just addles our decision-making process. And Giliola, great to see you. It is significant how subversive groups move from city to city or country to country to addle the political order and create disorder and confusion. Almost certainly none of them know the problem. Thanks. That's very, very good indeed. Well done. And good morning, Patricia. Looks like you've slept better today. And have a lovely day. The same to you. I hope you have a great day as well. I definitely like the shape and colour scheme with this one. This one's pretty. And Smolder. Okay, Sir Alexander. Ooh, boo, boo, boff, boff, boff. Okay, yes, this one is more relaxing. This colour scheme's more active. Oh, and there are more of these. Okay, so thank you, Patricia. Yes, definitely. And okay, we've got AK and AAA saying hi to each other. That's absolutely great. Wonderful to have you both. I hope you're both fine. AK, again, she said that she doted on her parents a lot, but the reason she was not she was not on speaking terms with them was that she felt betrayed. So notice, AK, to be on speaking terms with someone. Okay, I think this link from Beam Me Up, Mr. Scott, is A piece of music. Yeah, I think it is. I put it up, but I didn't have time to listen to it properly. Okay, great to see you, beam me up, Scotty. And Fran, great to see you. After a dose of morphine, your brain is addled for sure. Some strong pills can make your brain addled as well. Yeah, morphine's very strong. It leaves you... Okay, Gaurav. Great to see you, Gaurav. We need to sluice out these old pipes before we can use them again. Great English, Gaurav. And Cougarino. I love your accent, dude. Subbed. Thanks for the sub. Great to have you. And AK. The girl... I didn't add that. The girl who was betrayed by her spouse thrice, I like thrice, finally broke up with him and went on to adopt a child. Yeah, that's very good. Good English, AK. And Gaurav. Hi, Gaurav. I'm sorry I yelled at you. Can we just wipe the slate clean and start over? Good. We keep doing it wrong. Let's wipe the slate clean and try something different. Good. I started the year with a clean slate. I won't be doing the same things I did last year. Good. I won't just give you a clean slate after what you did to me. Very good examples, Gaurav. I love it. And Narasimha. So, hi, Narasimha. Betray. Wonderful narration. And listening to you is like watching a magic. And mind felt so happy and satisfied with the moment. So, wonderful narration. Listening to you is like watching magic. And my mind felt so happy and satisfied during those moments. So, nice to have you, Narasimha. That's great. And Gaurav. The bodies of the fallen heroes were enshrined in a monument in the centre of town. The code of silence that protected the bad officers was enshrined in cleverly written laws that made keeping silent seem to be a good thing. Good English, a code of silence. Gaurav again. They have been enshrined as deities of farming and cultivation. Couple harmony, I would probably say harmony in couples, and the prosperity of our descendants. So, Roland, hi there. You should be au fait with this group prior to joining it. They will take advantage of you and betray you. The leader of this group merely pretends to be a bona fide member of our society. He's known as a chameleon. So, prior to, plus ing, prior to doing something. Good work, Roland. Patricia. Hi P, great to see you. In the novel The Judas Tree, the hero first betrays the heroine, and then the heroine's daughter. Then I will not reveal the denouement, the end, the workout, but you may have guessed it. Okay, yes. Very good indeed. And Mohammed Laga, a new Mohammed, great to have you. A nervous tick in his eyes betrayed the fact that he was very confident. Okay, that's a good one. I like it. And Patricia again. It isn't difficult to spot a liar. He tells so many, he gets enmeshed in his own sticky web of tall stories, and in so doing he betrays himself. Like they say, if you're going to lie, you need a very good memory. And, by dint of, Roland, I like that, by dint of. By dint of being a rich man, good start, the entrepreneur had a sheer amount, not number, a sheer amount of time and money at his disposal. And he learnt through trial and error. and as a result, a bit more, and as a result, his mainstream business has morphed into a niche market. That's very good. So, a sheer quantity of time, yeah, had a sheerly limited quantity of time at his disposal, and he learnt through trial and error. And as a result, good, Roland. Patricia, I could forgive many faults, but not betrayal or lies. Very good indeed, good English. I quite agree with you. Betrayal and lying are horrible things. And Gaurav, the company was betrayed by its perfidious allies. Good. Perfidious knave, I love it. Surely you will reap the fruits of your treachery. The disgruntled curator was accused of perfidy after the robbery was determined to be an inside job. Very good English, Gaurav. And Patricia, hi. So, his cool and comely countenance belied his true intentions. That's a lovely sentence. He would betray his best friend, his family, his fiancée, and his country. High treason is considered a grievous and heinous crime, and at that time punishable with the death sentence. Very good English. I like the way you put these sentences together, Patricia. They're very nice. Okay, I'm going to leave this because I'm going to ban it. This is spam. And Gaurav, when it comes to winning the title of prom queen, there is no type of perfidy in which high school girls will not engage. I love this sentence. To engage, this is a good word. Even when one Roman succeeded, the capacity of the perfidy of his successor too often lost the fruits of his success. Okay. The perfidy of his successor too often, I would probably say, gave rise to the loss of the fruits of success. And some of the things which characterized him were avarice and perfidy. Okay, so even when one Roman succeeded, the capacity of perfidy of his successor all too often destroyed the fruits of his success. Okay, good. Well done, Gaurav. And wow. Et tu, Brute, I love it, was the appalling exclamation uttered by Julius Caesar on getting the last blow of betrayal. I like this blow of betrayal because it's a blow from a dagger, but blow of betrayal from his most trusted friend Brutus. Lovely English. And Patricia says, I love your example, Manjira. So do I. I hope we have vindicated old Caesar. Good. You can say that again. I love it from both of you. That's really nice. And Thean. Hi, Thean. Great video. Really helpful and informative. Thanks, sir. I'm glad it was helpful. Propaganda. Ooh, there's a lot of propaganda flying around at the moment. While XX was talking about her job, she couldn't think of the word supervisor, so she used the circumlocution, the man at my job who tells me what to do. It's a good circumlocution, I love it. Rather than admit to losing, good English, the money, the politician used the circumlocution. A certain financial incident happened in which I was no longer in possession of the fiscal instruments. I love it. I love the way you put this. XX's tweets are always convoluted. His circumlocution makes it hard for me to understand what he's really trying to say. Good work, Gaurav. My brain grew more and more addled as I made my way through the tax instructions. I wish they would make things more complex. Yeah, by the way, I enjoyed the one yesterday, P. Thank you for that. Brandenburg Concerto number 3 in G major. Voices of Music. I will watch that one. Oh, this one's a different colour scheme. Yeah, this one's more lively. It's got movement and ups and downs to it. And okay, the same one again. Thank you, P. Just to make sure it hasn't disappeared. Okay, and here's me putting the answer to this was epiphany. Yes, which was the truth. Okay, goat, very definitely P. If something gets your goat, it really upsets you. And P again. We did not trust them at first, but when we had tangible proof of their bona fide intentions, we yielded and our reticence gave way to acceptance. That's a really fine piece of writing. I love it. We yielded and our reticence gave way to acceptance. I love it. That's very good. So, Manny, hi. Back in the old days, people who betrayed their country got executed publicly, regardless if they were commoners or the king of England. That's very good. Yeah, that's very good indeed. I quite like it. And Aditi, great to see you again, Aditi. You seem to be liking the quizzes. It's really good to have you back. It really gets my goat when people are unnecessarily rude. I quite agree. It really grinds my gear. Okay, that's very good. I like that, man. It really grinds my gear when people are unnecessarily rude. Good one. It rubs me up the wrong way when people are unnecessarily rude. Great. And Minati says, gets my goat. Definitely Minati. And so, Patricia, 912. If you like the sound of a first name and a surname together, you could consider them examples of a collocation. For example, Kay Quinn, a colleague of Faye Fraser, a friend's daughter. In the first example, I like the k sound, and in the second one, the difference, Faye Fraser, one syllable, two syllables. The different sound in the two names because of the two different vowels in the second. In the second, first the F's, and second the A vowel sound. 3, the fact that they almost rhyme. Faye Fraser, this would rhyme in rap. And 4, the one syllable plus two syllable combination. Good. The visual aspect of the name when it's written as well. That's very interesting, the visual aspect of words. Notice when I write words, I normally in English, I know if the spelling's correct by the shape that I've written. I can identify that the shape is the right shape for the word, and then I know when the shape is wrong, I know it's been wrongly spelt. It's a very strange one. And goat, to get your goat, definitely. It really gets my goat when people in my assignment groups don't strive to do anything. Great. It gets her goat when the sink is messy. Good English. Patricia. Hi, Patricia. How about having bits of music here and there in the background, in the videos? It doesn't have to be classical music. It can be jazz or contemporary, like sounds of pots and pans and crockery and cutlery. Yeah, let's see. I agree that these videos would be nicer with music in the background, but all this editing and the things that I have to do to take up a lot more time, and I'd rather just make videos and do things like this. So I think it's a good idea, but too time consuming and not my cup of tea, although I know it would improve them. Much obliged, sir. It's great to see you, VG. Here in the past, if you betrayed your country, you'd be executed. Okay, and in the past, I guess there as well, if you just disagreed, you got executed. Their friends betrayed her, and now she's in trouble. Good English. Despite smiling, her quavering voice betrayed her fear. Good English. I would be betraying myself if I eat this cake while being on a serious diet. More good English. She never looked at her friend's eyes again because of his betrayal. And again more good English. She went into a long depression after his betrayal. Good. Our eyes and hearts are our own betrayers. Good. Betrayers are the cause of many broken hearts. Good. What's the difference between betrayer, traitor, and a backstabber? So I would say probably at the end of the day they're probably the same. Let's see, to betray a trust. Yeah, somebody has trust in you and you betray them. I think a traitor, this is probably more general. He's a traitor to the nation. Maybe you are a traitor to the status quo, to the obligations that society thinks you have towards it. Yeah, and a backstabber, this is somebody who does something bad to you while you're not looking. They literally stab you in the back. Yeah, they betray you. So maybe you could betray somebody openly, but if you stab somebody in the back, then you do it when they weren't expecting, from a direction that you weren't expecting. So it's not full on. Okay, and true friends never betray their friends. We can also say real friends as well. Oh my gosh, I made a redundant sentence. Also, as ready already means as well. True friends never betray people. True friends never betray the people they love. Yeah, friends and friends. You've got to find another word for friends. True friends never betray the people they respect. Yeah? And Patricia. Oh, I like this green and brown coming into it. We're having a change in mood. I guess these are like a mood detector, or that indicate the mood. And VG. So to flatten, to smooth out, to smooth down, to level off, to level out, to make even, to make flat. So to flatten. Okay, to flatten is to make something flat. Yeah? Maybe you could have a round ball and you flatten it. But if you've got a piece of textile, and you flatten it out, or you smooth it out, and then okay. So to smooth can be is more general. So you mix the flour and water and try to make it smooth. You try to smooth it. So to smooth is to make easier. Yeah, it's to homogenize. To smooth out means to flatten. Yeah, to smooth down. So my shirt was rumpled and I smoothed it down. To level, something is not level. To make flat, to make absolutely horizontal. Yeah, so to level off, the plane started to climb and then it leveled off. So to move from a tilting trajectory to a flat one. The prices have been increasing, but they're starting to level off, to become flat. And to level out, yeah, well, two different things can level out. The money you owe me from yesterday and the money I owe you for today will level out, will become equal. But I guess as well, we climbed a hill and then the road levelled out. It started to level off. To make even. So I cut one side of my hair and I have to cut the other equally to make it even. Yeah? So yes, to make something fair, to have the same level for both things. And to make flat. Okay, you're going to have a lot of digging to make this area flat. Yeah, flat is not at an angle, flat. Yeah. Okay, so to make it flat, a flat surface doesn't have bumps in it, whereas level is flat and not at an angle. Okay, yeah, so this is the idea. And AK, what should I say? This is my first day learning Korean. This is my first day learning Korean. of learning Korean. This is my first day learning Korean. This is my first day of learning Korean. Both fit perfectly well. I would probably say it's my first day learning Korean, but of would certainly work as well. And Patricia, ooh, Alex, you made a cute faux pas. You said espousé. That's épousé. Thank you very much. No essing sound. Ha, you see, only sighs. Okay, thank you very much. Épouser, to marry, to espouse. Okay, thank you. I would love to espouse several short farnients during the day. Farnients. I'm not sure of this farnients word. I'll have a look at it. It's one I don't know. Farnients. I would guess it probably means naps or something like that, but I'm going to have to look that one up. Thank you, P. A new word for me. And slow sunset. Hi, slow sunset. It's astounding how people from all the world are helping Ukrainian citizens in a very heartfelt matter. So, does heartfeltly exist? Yeah. How people all over the world are heartfeltly helping Ukrainian citizens, are helping Ukrainian citizens very heartfeltly. Yeah, I think you could do that. English is very malleable like that as well. Okay. Can anyone please explain? Okay, this phrase, it gets my goat. It means it really annoys me. Yeah, it gets my goat when people are rude. It gets my goat when people don't apologize. Okay, so if something gets your goat, it makes you angry. And P, I like to espouse new ideas and ways of thinking because they prevent a straight-laced mindset from mollycoddling you and from getting too blasé into the bargain. Good English. Hi, 10HV. 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 Somebody's going to tell me what this means. 10HV. 10HV. IOHV. I don't get it, IOHV, but great to see you, Professor. And live, hi live, great to see you. It is gall, we use this word to express extreme anger and frustration about a person. Usually when you feel this way, you may want to get away from this person or avoid them altogether, because if you don't retaliate, it could make the situation worse, especially if you work in the customer service complaints department. Another explanation, some people will have the gall to question you about your private matters or ask you to do something below your standards. Unfortunately, live, it's not gall. The answer is it gets your goat. That's why I included gall, because something galls you. This is very galling. Somebody had the gall to do something, but unfortunately, no, it's not. So try again. Good try, but not the right one. And Habi, hi Habi. Gaslighting somebody is one of the most ruthless ways of betrayal or treachery that a person can suffer. That's really good English. Sean, I don't know. I choose gall as it is part of our body and it secretes bile. When feeling stressed, it might be secreting non-stop. So, yes, let's see. It's really galling when people are rude. I find it very galling, but it's to get your goat. Something gets my goat. So, try again. And let me keep going. I'm nearly there. And Smin. My sister demurred at making 12 dogs on the farm clothes for winter. Okay, my sister demurred at making 12 dogs on the farm clothes for winter, saying that she has to prepare for every winter once she starts to do so. Okay, I think dogs on the farm starts making. clothes, I think, start making clothes for 12 dogs on the farm for winter. It would work better. Okay, it gets my goat. Number 3, definitely Dommy. Hi P, great to see you. Ooh, this green is definitely seeping in. It's a new mood. I love it. And P, we're often fettered by time, money, stress, tradition, lethargy, and rigid mindsets. Yes. And Naif, hi Naif, great to see you. Can I say addlepated instead of addled? I think both of them have the same meaning. Yes, you can, although I get the feeling that addlepated is a bit of a jokey word. Yeah, it's probably a little bit old-fashioned. Maybe addled is a little bit old-fashioned as well. But you definitely can. If you're making, I'm totally addlepated. I think you could definitely say that. And Nitu. She did her best to conceal, but the tears trickling down her cheeks betrayed her sufferings. We thought probably someone very close betrayed her sentiments, and we were right. She was going through tempestuous times because of her crooked, dishonest cousin. Very good English, Nitu. And Afzal says, goat seems suitable. And I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to do anything else later on. So thank you all for watching. That's an hour. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.